Nintendo. 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 Hello.
Hello, everyone. Oh, good. That's there. So today we're going to be playing the original Animal Crossing because, you know what? Fuck this week. it. Everyone I've talked to has agreed, yeah, this week wasn't great. Also, real quick, I'm going to make the game screen a bit bigger because I'm not sure I like the overlay, but I am certain that I could do a better job of getting the aspect ratio right and making it look a bit better. Good template, good run, good proof of concept. Needs a bit more polish to it. Anyway, also it works a lot better if you click into the game. Yeah, anyways, it's just been such a rough week for, like, everyone I've talked to, and me included. So I decided it'd be nice to play Animal Crossing. And a lot of folks I know have been sucked back into the series with New Horizons and figured, well, I have the first game in there. Let's take a look at it. Yeah. So, you've decided to move out, get your own place, see the world. That's groovy. Who needs someone telling you what to do all the time? You can do what you want, where you want. Wait, you can do what you want, when you want, where you want. Man, this speech really resonated with me as a little kid. And, yeah, I still see it now. Like, this is just... So, you're about to move out of home. Here's some advice, kid. Oh, I guess I'm kind of rambling. My bad. So, are you ready to hop on that train and go for a ride? What's it? Settings. Right. Rumble feature. Well, controller doesn't read it anyway, but... Hey, that's... I'm sure that there was some way through, like, whatever weird chords. Oh, you have to go Animalese. Actually, what does Bilbilese sound like? Oh, that's just typing sounds. Alright. Yeah, I'm sure there's some weird hookup through some archaic expansion cords to, like, studio-style headphones with a full board and everything. But I didn't actually know you could hook up headphones to the GameCube. You'll enjoy your time in the world of Animal Crossing more if you get some friends to come here too. Yeah, it'd be really cool if a lot of your friends came to visit your town later. This is actually a really cool feature that you could, since this is a GameCube, they didn't exactly have wireless anything back then or any internet capabilities. So what they did was you had the removable memory card. You load it, you'd put that in whenever you wanted to play the game, and if you wanted to visit someone, you put it in slot B of the GameCube, and the game would read it and let you come on over. Excuse me, do you have a second? Could you help me out? Is it, let's see now, 6:42 p.m. on Friday, February 4th, 2022? That is correct. Say, thanks. Too kind. Oh, you're a big help. So you mind if I sit here? Promise I won't fall asleep, tumble onto you, and start drooling on your shirt. Yeah. Love Rover. It's a shame they really only appeared in a couple of games. You aren't a psycho, right? Just kidding. Well, I have bad news for you, Rover. What's your name? Ah, the old GameCube keyboard. Oh, that was... No one saw that. It is a good name. Right, they... Alright. What should we name this town? This is always a question, isn't it? Bringing on these questions of what do we name things. Oh. And I have all these weird... all these weird emojis, too. Let's do... Wait. Oh! I didn't know that had spaces in. Let's do... Drancy. That certainly sounds like a town name. Hey, I know that place. Drancy is one of my favorite vacation spots. So, what are you going to Drancy for? Moving, what's it to you? Yeah. I think, if I remember right, all these answers... There's like... You could find these guides online of what combination of all these questions would give you what type of face. It's a whole thing, because yeah, this game compared to New Leaf has nothing. The only thing you can control about your appearance is the clothes on your back and nothing else. Beep boop, beep beep boop boop. Hey there, Nook, it's me. So it's a good word. You raking in the cash? Uh-huh. Yeah? Oh, that's rough. Brutal. Well, it's a crazy world. Anyway, as I was saying, I have someone here who wants to move to Drancy. Oh yeah, completely. Poor thing still hasn't found a place to live. Sort of a tight spot. Kid's name? Oh, it's Bread. Yeah. Yeah, today. So, think you can help out? Oh, really? Uh-huh. I see. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll pass the word on. So we'll catch up later. Right? Thanks a lot. See you, Nook, my man. Bye. Early 2000s were a wild time where you could meet a strange cat on a train and in a moment go from homeless to in debt to a raccoon. Work's all done, but he hasn't been able to rent them. Wait. In hindsight, this game's wild. Not only are we going from homeless to homeowner, we're going from homeless to landlord is wanting to ditch out his rentals out. Just a little. Let's be honest here. No wonder you look so helpless. Don't worry, these things have a way of working out. Save money makes the world go around, and what goes around comes around. Wait, I've confused myself. Oh, looks like we're about to pull into Drancy. Did I mention I love this place? Remember, things are never as bad as they seem. Honestly, good luck and all that. Everyone in this game is just so hopeful. From, yeah, it's rough moving out on your own, but you got this, to, oh, you don't have a place to live? I gotcha. Drancy. Now arriving at Drancy. Welcome to Drancy. Watch your step. Eek, eek. Yeah. Excuse me. Hey, you there. Yes, you. Would your name happen to be Bread? Good. I just now had a phone call about you. Whew. I'm glad I made it here in time to meet your train. I'm afraid I'm not in the best of shape in my life. But I ramble. My name is Tom Nook. I, run the store here in town. I'm quite pleased to meet you, yes? Something strikes me as odd, though, my young friend. Moving to a town before settling on a place to live? That's the craziest thing I've ever heard of. Madness. Absolute madness. Whatever. I'm getting these vibes of my character being just some punk-ass teenager who up and left. Just fine, if you're gonna be the way you are, I'm just gonna find my own place. Yeah, as you can see, this game is definitely... I would say it's the best Animal Crossing the GameCube could bring to bear in terms of mechanics and what's all in it. Except this isn't even actually a GameCube game. It was originally made for Nintendo 64. It is called Animal Forest, and, well, technically, I apologize for the pronunciation because I'm going to get it wrong, but Dabichi no Mori, because it was never released outside of Japan. Thank you, Gyroid. So, what they did was updated it to GameCube, added a bit more features, like I'm pretty sure the visiting other towns, and a few more villagers. Had a little system where you could buy these cards, get a little swiper for expansion for your GameCube called e-reader cards, and a couple more things. Packaged it up and released it on the GameCube as this game. Just want to say, at the time, I'm like, oh, this is so sad. Just a stone floor and bare walls, get an orange box and a journal and an empty radio. And now I'm like, this is better than my current apartment. But yeah, it kind of shows that it wasn't really made for the hardware. Because textures are a bit rough. There's a whole lot of just kind of feels like a older game when you really look at it. But it holds up really well. This is the chillest game I've ever played. Anything you need, you'll have to go on your own. I should really decide if I'm going to be reading all these or just rambling on about whatever I want. I'll decide that later. Obviously, you can't expect me to furnish the place for you. You can do whatever you like with your own stuff. But don't try and mess around with other folks' things. Oh, not that you can. Nobody will know if you just nudge stuff, though. You'll probably want to pop into neighbors' houses to get some idea for your own interior designs. I would. Oh, yes. The weird thing over by the door there. That would be your personal gyroid assistant. If visitors stop by when you're not around, this gyroid will meet and greet them, It truly is a must-have. You can teach it messages, and then the little fellow will repeat them to visitors. That's just one of its talents. You can also leave items with it, which you can give or even sell to folks. That was a really cool thing. The fact that you could put things in the gyroid and run a little shop for the other people in your village. I didn't realize it, but I really missed that feature in other games. It's also the save point, which the fact that you could save from anywhere in later games was really quite nice. I wasn't listening, but let's keep on going. Now then, let's see. With fees and closing costs. Closing costs? You woke up today and not even knowing that I was interested in this thing. I believe I deserve a discount. 1,000 bells. Yes, that would be not nearly enough. You only have 1,000 bells? You're joking, yes? Why are you so short? I can't help but laugh. You know what happens to people who don't have money, don't you? I'll tell you. They can't buy a house. But this is the most ethical landlord I have ever met. Not evicting me and gives me employment. Wait. I owe him 18,000 and a change for the house, and he's setting me up with part-time employment. Either he's not the smartest raccoon in the shed, or he's really hurting for money and can't afford another full-time employee. A1. This is another one of those instances where I have such an entrenched memory from one very specific playthrough of this, in which case... Alright. All town residents and visitors are free to use this bulletin board, post notes, and messages. Let's keep it tasteful, folks. Happy Room Academy is now recruiting. Just lay out your room and it'll be judged. Please come drop by my shop if you're interested. Rough guide to the point system. 10,000 points. Slob alert. 20,000 points. A bit stylish. 70,000 points. Hip and hot. And then, adding messages. Oh, another thing. It's not free roam. The world's broke up into grids, which... I've always thought that this game had the biggest map, and it might be that these individual acres are much larger, but it seems like, at least from the size of it, 5x6, that it's pretty much the same as New Horizons and all the other ones, but for whatever reason, it just feels a lot bigger. Oh yeah, the dump. Garbage collected. Monday and Thursday. Trash pickup is promptly at 6 a.m. I have returned home, my people. Nook's Cranny. What was I talking about before? Oh, time for that damn counter. Oh, forgot to reset it, but I'm sure we'll get up to 2 this stream. Because I know I was talking about how... Oh, right. So, it was supposed... it's such entrenched from the first version of this game that I played when I first got this a while ago. I love the work uniform. Just Nook. And from that, I'm so used to a particular layout of the town, because this is Animal Crossing. You can and I have played this game for years. Partially for this game, between the difference between year 1 and year 5, there's not exactly a lot of progression, aside from getting your house bigger. Well, time to pretty up this acre. Yeah, I'm just so used to Nook's Cranny being here. Let's run a couple up alongside the building. There we go. Nope. That it's kind of throwing me every time that's not true, despite the fact that I think I've only gotten that particular setup of the town like once. Well, once or twice. That sapling's going to die. That's okay. Sacrifices must be made in the pursuit of beauty. And I'm happy it's not me. So, did you make it look a little nicer out there? It gave the ground some charming character, Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so I won't bother asking how you chose where to plant everything. After all, I'm not the one who'll get laughed at. Everyone is so... This game is so mean, and I honestly believe it's better for it. 80 bells. How little are you paying? I mean, this is at least partially why when playing it when I was younger, I was a little confused as to what the bells were worth. Because on one hand, based on buying anything in the shop, it seemed to be based on yen, like 3,000 bells for something was a reasonable price for something cheap. But based on how much the house cost and how much he paid you for these things, it seemed to be closer to the dollar. Still, less than 20,000 for a house, if only. So, who we got here? We got Alfonso, Sydney, Ed. Really? Ed? I always thought Ed was a later villager, but I guess he's been in the first one. Got him in my New Horizons town, too. Tabby and Pearl. Good pull, good pull. I love the cats. And Chuck. Absolutely no one on the lower level. And Taylor there. Doc, Museum, Wishing Well, and the police station. Post office over there. But right now... Ooh, oranges. Getting controls switched up because I'm playing on an Xbox controller, so it looks... Oh, that's fun. Aha! You don't look like you, Ed. There's been a design change or two. Well, I think the catchphrase is the same. Alright, Fred. What's new, Greenhorn? Can talk. Evening. Any tips? Let's see that. Say, hey, I bet you could tell just by walking around Drownsy. There's loads of fruit trees here. If you have the urge for fruit, just stand in front of a tree and press the A button, shake it, Greenhorn. Fruit is good for the body, and, it's the coolest thing, can sell extra fruit. Tom Nook's store. Smooth. Check this out. Sounds great. See if I can grow your own trees just by burning them in the ground. Yeah. You should plant lots of trees. Because then you can get sweet, juicy fruit anytime you get the urge. And then you can give some of your fruit pickings to me, Bread. Yeah, Greenhorn. And another thing, I feel like this game has the best, writing for the villagers. They all sound different, and there's no, talk to two villagers with the same personality type, and you get the same conversation. Of course, I'm a horrible introvert when coming to this game, and have probably not talked to anyone enough to fully exhaust their conversations. So, yeah, I'm not exactly the most reliable source of information here. Pretty sure in my New Horizons town there's still some people who complain I haven't talked to them for months, despite the fact I've been playing much more often recently. The town design is also one of my favorites, because they have, bushes, dirt patches, a lot of forest. Tabby. I forgot that's what you look like. Good evening. Wait a minute. Do I know you? Meow. You must be new in town. Well, it sure is lucky we ran into one another. We're probably destined to be good friends. Oh, thanks, Tabby. By the way, what's your name? Meow. Brett, huh? Great. Stop by and talk to me soon. Meow. Pearl. Yes? Do you need something, kitten? Don't be rude. Tell me your name before asking for mine. Yeah. I don't know, there's just something about it, this game. It's simple. It's a Nintendo 64 game. They don't have the technology to be overly ambitious. Oh. I missed, so many. But they still did a pretty good job. Something about it, I can burn just the same amount of... chuck, as in the beef cut. Alright. Yeah. Just catchphrases jerky, I love that. Yeah, this is also the game where rude and grumpy villagers were actually mean. I'm pretty sure there's some people who got a little bit upset over how their villagers were treating them, yelling at them and all that. Ooh. There's bells under there. Which don't have a shovel because I can't buy anything and don't got the money. Let's see. Alfonso. Love this dude. But you don't seem like a bad person, so I guess I'll introduce myself. Alfonso, it is nice to meet you. Can we? Aw. Oh. Also, a walking Mario reference. Can't see it because of the nose, but it's got the Mario logo shirt and his Italian name and the "It's a me" catchphrase. I'm half certain that every one of these villagers has their own specific file of lines. It makes sense. This game isn't really filled with much anything else, so... I don't know if you heard that. Something went bonk in my apartment, and I am fine not knowing what that is. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, another thing. Soccer balls can randomly appear around town. This I wish they brought back. And he shoots. He scores! Right between the trees. It's just so simple, but actually that describes this entire game. It's just so simple, but it's really fun. Alright, let's leave this here. And it's really designed to be played in such a long form. Like, New Horizon has an event every day. This of some special villager showing up in... Oh. Forgot to talk to the mayor. Like, there might be a special visitor once per month. Red only shows up every now and then. Same with a bunch of other visitors like Sahara and the like. And here, we have a full calendar, which, first of all, props to a Nintendo 64 game being future-proof enough to be viable up to 2022. Yeah, there's a Groundhog Day in February, Sports Fair in March, April Fool's Day, 3 days of Cherry Festival in April, and Nature Day. And these are all just holiday events, like nothing in May. Graduation Day, Fishing Tourney, Fireworks Show, Fancy Day. But I do love that you can actually see what's all coming up. October 4th. Officer Day, Sale Day. Oh my god. This game was released so long ago and they already include Black Friday. I was not expecting that. It's has such a good good form of being meant to be played for a long time. Because it's meant that you play a little bit every day, make your own fun in between that, and every now and then, like Real World, you have these special little holidays and events. Where was the wishing well? Nope. Well, I'm completely lost. Ah, there she blows. Dormer. Eh? What? Who are you? You, whippersnapper. Tell me something. Who do you respect the most? Dad, Mom, Grandma. Moms are pretty great. Youth. I weep for the younger generation. It pains the old heart. Okay, Boomer. Listen to me, Sprout. What's your name? Fred, eh? Ah, I see. Human, aren't you? Name's Tortimer. I'm the mayor here in Drency. Yipper. Pretty important job. Seem like a good kid. Listen, whenever there's a holiday or some kind of event, come talk to me. I'm sure I'll have some interesting stuff to pass on. Yep, yipper. Surely I will. Okay, weird old man. Anything else? Look now, Brett. Town folks here have certain expectations for the town. With me so far? So what do you say we work together to make Drency the best town it can, yipper? Well, unlike a certain raccoon, you haven't press ganged me into it, so, let's call that good. Oh. The trees get pretty easy to run into. Oh, good. That was only money. I thought it was a beehive for a moment. I'm like, why did I do this? I mean, I haven't learned it all, but come on, sting me. There we go. Hoo, juke. Hoo, juke. Nope. Nope. I ate it on that one. Ow! I got stung by a bee. It's so annoying to catch bees in this game. Because in New Horizons, you can just equip your net, stand in front of the trees, shake it, and when it plops down, just hit A and it'll automatically catch them. But here, you have to go into your inventory to grab the net and equip it. And they will catch up to you if you do that, unless you get good at juking and get enough space. At last, it's like you're actually working in the shop. Take this furniture to Alfonso in Acre B5. Yes? And don't stop to sniff the roses on the way. Straight there and come straight back, Oh, but I planted those roses. I want to smell them. Right. We'll say, the starting quest in this game is a lot shorter than the, I think like 2+ weeks it takes in New Horizons. Just get in, get out. Which is good, because I'm pretty sure I can't actually save until this this is done. Wow! I've never seen anyone get stung that bad. You don't look terrible, though. In fact, you're looking swell. Sorry. Gotta ask, Fred. When the bees come after you, do you run? I mean, you weren't trying to catch bees in net, were you? Because you can't go doing that. It's a me. Don't tell me what to do, Croc. I live life by my own pace, and I live life by my own pace, and take the Oh, it's been one of those weeks. I make no excuses. I die as I live, through great hubris. Wow, I don't envy you. Sounds like you got a lot on your plate. Try to mind my own biz to me. But if you're still working to pay off your house, you probably haven't bought any furniture yet, huh? Well, hey, I don't need this bug zapper anymore. Tell you what, take it as a gift. It's me. How dirty do you think my house is, Alfonso? That I need a bug zapper to live there comfortably. I mean, I'll take it, because I think I do need it. But the audacity. Once you do that, you can push it or pull it around the room, or rotate it. It's real easy, trust me. Oh, you are the alligator with know-how here. Actually, what are you? Crocodile or alligator? I always forget, because one of them the teeth slot in, and the other one it doesn't. I mean, I haven't really cared, because I figure if I see it, if I'm in a point to care whether or not it's a crocodile or alligator, I am too close to it. I mean, all I know is that alligator tastes really good. Okay, first things first. We're dealing with the flies in here. It's like something died. Oh, you move so far in this game. Because it's full spaces instead of halves. Yeah, let's put this by the door. Now, this is just a tiny little 4x4 room. Or, you know, standard dorm size. Welcome back, worker bee. Looks like you delivered the furniture. Nice work. You did a good job, so I figure that earns you, I'll say, 230 bells? Not bad wages. I literally got more than you paid me for the first job by shaking a random tree. And all it cost was my dignity. I'd say it's too difficult to try to find things without a map. Honestly, kids these days and their constant complaints. Everyone's so crotchety and mean. I swear, I am just a jumped up teenager who ran away from home. Oh, it's a copy for direct mailing. Sort of personal advertisement. Send it to Ed. Ah, got me writing junk mail. Alright, let's stick this in the wallet. Who is Ed? Now we should write something. I know. I'm trapped in wage slavery. A bit extreme. Trapped in wage. Let's just put in debt. Send. I can get more money out of him. 100,000. Else. To be closed. Address. And now we guilt him and counting on counting on you. There we go. Let's send him an orange. It's actually really cool how the letter writing system in this game works. So look, the game looks for 3-letter combinations and gives, actually it splits the letter up into 3-letter combinations and checks it against a few predefined quote-unquote good combinations. And based off of that, it gives your letter a ranking. Oh, hello, Phyllis. A customer. Welcome. So, what do you want? Mail letter? Yes, in it goes. So, is that it? Or do you have some more? Never mind. Oh, okay. Close the door on your way out. And be quick about it. I kind of wish that they brought Phyllis back, simply because it would be so funny if in the newer Animal Crossings, where everything is just so sweet and wholesome, if there was just that. The Pelican designed around a negative customer experience a dev had. Not sure if it is true, that's true, but that is my running theory. Did send the letter, Good job. Took you longer than I'd liked, so I'll have to dock you a bit. How does 130 bells sound? How about a defined hourly wage, you damn raccoon? But yeah, anyway, with the letter writing system, if based off of the score of the letter, it evaluated, and you could get certain class or tiers of reward back, either and to increase the score beyond what, because people crack the code and you can find just the perfect letter where it's nothing but the highest scoring 3-letter combinations in the proper ratio that by the laws given out it gives the highest score you can get. But also adding a gift or not increases that score. Or decreases it, because I'm pretty sure you can send people garbage to get them to move out. Oh, they're talking. Ah! Freak! You scared me! Is that you, Fred? I didn't even recognize you. How many times were you stung, you think? 37.5. When the bees start a-buzzing, you start a-running, meow. I love the reactions to bee stings. It's a crying shame that medicine exists in newer games for you to get rid of them. Let you make players let me help entertain me. Actually, Alfonso still hasn't returned my sweet handkerchief. I totally need it back. Don't you hate it when someone borrows something of yours but never returns it? Wow. Really steams my broccoli. You know how I feel. Please, help me out. Yes. Okay then. Great. Cool. Go get him. I really wish that's another thing, that just being able to ask villagers for if they needed help to run errands. Like, it's just a simple fetch quest, but first of all, it's something to do. It's a fun little interaction. And sometimes it can get stupid. Like, I remember once I was trying to get one villager's thing sent. It was just like this whole thing. Go to person A and retrieve my thing for me. But there's a chance that that these villagers who have it lend it to someone else, who then has a chance to lend it to someone else. So I think I went for... Oh, wait. It was Alfonso, not Ed. I think. So it got bounced through 4 other people. And I had to go to a 5th. And I'm pretty sure they moved out. So I couldn't get it back. But also, I know because I've done it in a different case, if you connect 2 memory cards and have someone move while someone's visiting your town or the other one's plugged in, actually I don't remember. I think my memory might be failing me. I think I tried it or thought it would be cool if I could, but it never actually got the chance to work. So I don't 100% remember, but I could have sworn that I managed to have, when someone moved out, I ran an errand for them and picked something up from them in the other town. It's such a simple game, but there's a lot of little interesting things. Oh, good, new clothes. Got a future shirt. Oh, that one. There's just a lot of little things, and aside from this little tutorial where it makes you become acquainted with the basic mechanics of what you need to know, like sending letters, helping people, talking to folks. Yeah, that'd be perfect, just talking to him. But then beyond that, there's a lot that this game doesn't tell you, which can be frustrating, but I'm kind of a fan of games that let you discover things for yourself, especially if it's... Oh, they're talking. Oh. Oh, wow, these are... I also love that the villagers are pretty sarcastic. Another thing for you. Yeah. Like, anyway, with how discovering things go, if it's just like an event or like a rare little thing that can happen but not like a mechanic, it's actually really fun to... It's really fun to discover that for yourself. It can be as simple as like a combo in Legend of Zelda. Like, anyone watching probably noticed that I do a lot of backflips followed by a jumping slash, which it's a good way to get out of range of stronger enemies and then get right back in for a good hit, but it's just a little combo that helps. And there's a lot of stuff in this game, like you can run an errand for Tortimer. Every now and then he'll go on vacation. You have to every night go and relight the lighthouse for him. And if you get up at 6 a.m., which I will not be doing, you can join in group aerobics in the square. Or, yeah, in the wishing well area, not the square. There's no square here. There's just all those little things. Like, I didn't know about the group's aerobics for the longest time because I couldn't be bothered to get up that early. Even when I was a little kid. Ooh, 580 bells. Ooh. Now I see that light in your eyes. Wow, game. You know me. Shoot, that reminds me of a story. So, my entire family's been a fan of this series. Like, every game, at least me, my brother, and mom would all have a house in the village, in our Animal Crossing town. And when we got City Folk for the Wii, we convinced our dad to as well. Which, well, that's delivering to this to Alfonso, right? I think I was. We'll find out. Which was a bit funny, because... Oh. No, it was Ed. Because his pretty much peak old man when playing this. Like, he'd pay off his mortgage like he would a real life mortgage, 100 bells at a time. Not really that ambitious, but what he also did was buy a bunch of axes. Every time he'd play, he'd go around cutting down every tree he could find. It annoyed the hell out of everyone, and that's exactly why he did it, because in hindsight, it was really funny. Got my money, Ed? Huh? Huh? No. Oh, you were supposed to pay me. Yeah, that was really cool. You could get... Now, of course, it didn't work if you didn't have someone's memory card in the other slot, but if you visited someone's town, there was a chance that one of their villagers would move there, and they could keep and transfer over their letters. So, like, say for example, which means if they did the same thing, you could get someone 5 games away or so and have one of your letters to someone you don't even know end up in someone else's town because a villager hopped between you to your friend, to your friend to their friend, to their friend to their friend, and so on. Huh. Write an ad. Nook, there are 6 people in this town, including me. 7 people in this town, including me. And you are the only shop here. You're not gonna get much more foot traffic. Get out of here, ball. Nooks. We own you. Perfect. Encapsulates everything that is the Nook brand. Yes, I'm sure the post will go viral. And by that I mean I sneezed on the paper. Oh wow. Your mortgage? The rest of your mortgage? Oh, of course, you still have to pay all of it off. That's how life works. Let me just have a look at my records here. Yes, so far you've worked off a total of 1,400 bells. So you have 17 1,400 bells left to pay. Not exactly a sum to sneeze at. Since there's no more work for you here, you'll have to figure out how to pay it off on your own. Wow. I'm really speedrunning life here. I moved out, got a house, got a job, got laid off. All in the same day. Oh, and when you want to make a mortgage payment, dude, at the post office for me, tax purposes, you know? You can pay off about 1,000 bells a week. That'll work for me. If you can pay off about 1,000 bells a week, that'll work for me. Otherwise, I'll send for the raccoon goons. This one line is what every fan canon of what Tom Nook is like is based off of. And this one line is what everyone forgets about. Just a joke. Once you pay it all off, we can talk about remodeling the place for you. That house you got now is pretty small after all, and I'm sure you'd like a little more room, yes? Thanks for your help. Hope you come see me for all your future shopping needs. Yes! I'm finally done. Finally done working. I'm free! I'm free! Oh, good news is I have plenty of stuff to sell because I don't really like the playroom rug. Oh, shoot. Oh! I didn't actually remember that was a thing. That'll ask you how many you want to sell. Because normally you can just select it all. This shovel. I want it. Press the A button when I feel like digging a hole. Simple, yes? Soft enough you'll be able to dig. Don't go digging in folks' gardens now. I usually tell if something is buried, because the ground will look a bit unusual. Try it out, why don't you? Go take a careful look around and see what you might be able to dig up. I want the bed. Mostly because everyone should have a bed. If you don't have a good bed, there's just what you doing. Check it out. Alright, can't fill. Man, compared to New Horizons, everything looks so. Like, this is a huge shovel. Actually, wait, what am I doing? I don't have to work for a living. Got something more powerful. Something more powerful I have opened up in a separate window. Other things. Turnip prices, here code, say code. Tell me the password. Yeah, this always takes forever. Let's see. 3%. Hang on, I got percent. I gotta highlight it so I don't lose what code I'm looking at. Percent Q for FH MTR BA. Yeah. 3 05 5. Yak. Nine. Z. NHX. LD. 7. Okay. 3% Q. 3% Q4 FH MTR BY AY. Let's just check the rest while we're here. 05 Yak 97 NH XLD7. I see. We've gotten NES for winning MTTQX. Congratulations. Thank you much. Now, that wasn't the... I'm just going to paste that in the chat in case anyone who, has this game or is wanting to. Yeah, Joy Cooking. These are super hard core. Used to me and my brother would have a book we bought a book fair a while ago, full of these codes that we'd spend a half hour going over. The original idea was with the say code you could take one of your furniture items you had, give it to him, given your town name and whatnot, he would return a code, which is basically just a hash of everything. So scrambled based off of your town name. And then you'd give that to a buddy, and they'd be able to type in what your town was called and that code, and they'd receive the item. It's essentially long sending to a friend over internet, but HTK. Yeah, it was mostly this code or one like it that gives 30,000 bells. That's how I paid off my house. JHYR. Yeah, this was back when. It was this. There's so. Part of these old games is. Oh, I got it wrong. Of course I did. There's so many things that. Oh, that should be capital. Second B. That they wanted to do. I honestly believe that. Oh, that's interesting. So, let me just get back to here. That New Horizons is the game that they would have made if they could have back when they made this one, but couldn't due to technical limitations that they had to step around with all this sort of thing, which works really well. But the funny thing is, the glitched out name down here, the code I used to enter in back in the day, it would always give the name as Project Hyrule, which I think is because it's from an official Nintendo thing. But yeah, Excitebike and a whole lot of money. But it's interesting that it's a code that works and is universal, but it's not quite right, but still has the original name. Oh, that's another thing. They have these. There's a monthly raffle at the end of the month. For every 5 tickets, you can send it in and you can go to the raffle and have a chance to win a prize. You can see why that one was gotten rid of, because usually at the first of the next month, I should pay off my debt while I have it. Oh shit! My ball. By the end of the month, the dump was full of all the raffle tickets that we forgot to use the day before. I think it would have worked with time travel, but that didn't really. We were young and dumb, as opposed to now where we are both old and dumb. It is so, that shovel is throwing me so much more than I remember. Cause it's so long. Gyroid. Love these funky dudes. I was so happy when they came back New Horizons. I felt that. Yeah. You don't get smarter, you just get older. Yeah? Customer. So, what do you want? Deposit. Yes. You want to pay off your debt to Old Nook. Someone's actually paying? You still owe 17,400 bells? How much are you paying? All. Thanks. Paid it all off. That's no fun. Wow. The man really wants to keep me down here. So you need anything else? Hurry up and finish. I'm missing my soaps. Never mind. Oh, okay. Close the door on your way out and be quick about it. Crotchety old Pelican. Yes! I've paid off all my loan. Completely debt-free! For now, right? Until tomorrow where I get suckered into, oh hey, the soccer ball's back. To an upgrade. What? Yeah. Ooh. Should look for... Nope. One of these rocks should be full of money. And so far, none of them are. Now, have to move the trees later. Only other thing I can think of for first aid bookkeeping is all these fossils. Ooh, and the snowman. Oh, shoot. Guess not. Welcome. Please do come in. So very nice to see you. Yes, well, by the by, there might be something which can assist you. Donate an item. Ooh, I say. Splendid. What no doubt priceless item might you have for us today? Fossil. Ooh, indeed. Ooh, an unexamined fossil. Hard set of Twitter at the very thought. I'm a fervent student of paleontology, and I'm fairly confident I can assess the identity of this specimen. However, I must confess, it's a fun detail, but in this game, Blazers isn't certified, so you have to send off all your fossils and give them the next day. Probably because they did want to let you be able to examine them the day of, but due to limited capabilities couldn't make it happen, or is too difficult for them to set up. Yeah, he gets certified in Wild World, and then from then on out, he can then can identify them all. Yeah. The annoying thing is you have to send all your fossils out and get them in the mail. Oh, one more thing. While you're waiting for your initial correspondence from the faraway museum, a frog. You must not rebury fossil. Oh. So, I see. So the whole trigger of getting a letter from them is the game checks your inventory when, I think it's around midnight, it does the full roll over to the next day with all the bookkeeping. And if you have a fossil in your inventory, then it knows to send you a letter, but it can't actually track if you dug up a fossil. But it has to make sure that there's a fossil somewhere not underground. Yeah. It is a really neat fact that there's actually, in a game as simple as Animal Crossing, a bit of character development. So I know they also did that between City Folk and New Horizons with Label. Because in City Folk, she is just a random other hedgehog working in the city. And then they mention, like, oh yeah, Label is one of the Able sisters who went away and studied under a major fashion designer for some time, and then decided to come home. There's a little bit of stuff like that, but oh shoot, I lost the snowball. Oh, was that it? Aha! Now we find the head. I mean, that's fair. Wild World and New Horizon. Like. Oh, and another fossil. I have to say, it's not really a bad Animal Crossing game, but I can see only playing the newest, because when the pandemic hit, that was like one of 3 things to do. And Wild World being portable was just fantastic. That reminds me, have you ever seen... I remember it was a big thing around Wild World, because that was the first game you could put patterns down on the ground, but a bunch of people went crazy with it and completely themed their town. And remember on Wild World, I had copied off of the internet a bunch of patterns. Like, I had my old iPod Touch on one knee and my DS on the other, painstakingly going, wait, oh, Gulliver's here! Yeah, Gulliver's been falling off of boats since early 2000s. But yeah, I was copying over these patterns and transformed my entire town to a water world. A bunch of, like, art towns like that. At least, I think it was. It's really dark. Heck, for all I know, it could have been a hunk of driftwood. Oh, the pain. The terrible, horrible pain. Awful, brutal, gastrointestinal pain. It was just one way. That's a fucking Monty Python reference. They put a Monty Python reference in this game. It's a reference to a skit in, I think, Meaning of Life. Or so, a wafer thin mint. that makes this clinically obese gourmand blow up. Come on, wake up, you damn seagull. Oh, that actually worked. Great nap. What? Given when this game released, been asleep for over 20 years. Uh, Gulliver is always. He's probably my favorite character. You're probably wondering how I wound up here. Well, that's a story and a half, I tell you. I was on my boat, the Crusty Barnacle, when a wild storm started brewing off my stern. The boats, I mean. There I was, fighting the wind and rain, trying to steer us to safety. One mighty wave snatched me off the deck. Oh, my mates tried to save me, sure, but it was too late. Actually, now that I think about it, they might have been the ones who pushed me overboard. But never mind. Seeing as how you saved my life, I'd like to accept the small treasure, an exotic wonder I found on my travels. I borrowed this off seedy-looking merchant while I was visiting a far-off port town. Pretty sure that's a reference to Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door. That's how the game starts. Yeah, I'm just a rolling stone, never knowing where I'm going. Wait a sec. Maybe that's why I don't swim so well. Anyway, what I'm trying to tell you is, guys, my shipmates, they think that maybe if they tie me to the mast, I won't fall off the boat so much. So with any luck, maybe I won't be washing up on your beach too often, at least not for a little while. Thanks for the whole saving my life thing. May your sails stay full and your socks stay dry. What'd I get? Oh, cool. Compass, light bike, and a bed. Scoring big today. Right. Hear a mole cricket, but I don't have an. Oh, sweet! Yeah, this is one thing that's unique to this game. During summer and winter, villagers will leave their house and set up either an igloo in winter or a tent in summer, and you can play these games off of them to get special furniture. Because you can get a lot of good winter themed stuff, like you can get the chowder, snowboard, or was a Keiko figurine. Okay. For off of them for winning their games, or you can get one of the rarest items in the game. It's called the dummy. It's actually called something in Japanese, but I'm pretty sure it translates to dummy. It's an unfinished test item that's just a pure white triangle that doesn't look like it should be in the game because it can't. First, because it shouldn't be. It was supposed to be removed after development, but middle. Want a card in the middle? Sure, who cares? It's too late for you to change your mind now. But for whatever reason, it stayed in the game and can be won through igloos. It goes outside the normal bounds of where you can put furniture, but which makes sense because it was a test item, but it's still fully functional. Doesn't break the. Hey, compass? Hell no. I'm not giving you my compass. I just saved a seagull for that. Yeah. Yeah. It's past the police station, so Jack's a little bit like resident service in later games, and crossed with the recycle bin. Although the dump also acts like the recycle bin. Ah, man, this place is starting to look like a home now. Got my bug zapper, got a bed, got an NES. Which actually works. Actually, it works and saves your progress normally. Um. Yeah, this. Yeah, it spoke too soon there. But that's a fault of the emulator I'm using for the GameCube and not the NES emulator the game uses. No thanks. There's probably some setting I can tweak for that, but as of right now... Keiko. Oh! I got ahead. Yeah, the joke was that the NES emulation in this game was better than the NES emulation on the Nintendo Switch Online. Actually works pretty well. I know that just from the list of cheat codes I was using, you can get baseball, golf, Excite Bike, Wario's Woods, Balloon Fight. Those are the ones that you can just get from the game and are available in the shop. And I believe there's a couple secret ones that you can get Super Mario Bros. And one of the original Legends of Zeldas, like Legend of Zelda 1. Come on. We're playing for something else. Yeah. Alright. I think I know. Yeah, the Keiko figurine. Now, the only other game that really did anything like that was New Leaf, where if you got a Nintendo Switch, you could play Desert Island Survival, which was a fun little game, but less. But not quite the same as... Ooh, nice. Bigger, I think. Oh, that's pretty good. But nothing quite as expansive as several NES games. We supervised. Got some other guy in the neighborhood to build it. Real good supervisor. Hey, watch what you're doing. Don't put that there. Come on. Okay. Yeah. 1 from 9. Okay, what's the item you want? Because... Oh! Yeah, sure. I'll sell a Mega Crocoid. Yeah. It's less last time, so... Yeah. And bigger. Nope. Still making good money off of it. Gyroids are only like 800. I want to try to get at least one of the winter items, because those are pretty cool and also rare. But last time I played this, before something weird happened and most of my computer's data got wiped. I had a game on here where I managed to get 2 dummies from this. Lucky, so. Oh, neutral corner. That's even better. I will. Oh, yeah, no problem. Thank you so much for coming by and chatting, Millhouse. It's nice having you by. Glad you had fun. Good luck with whatever you're doing. Alright. Anyway, I will take a boxing corn. A corner of a boxing ring. Right. Let's quick look-see. Ah! Curses! Not your lucky day, bread. Oh. You didn't even pay all that much for it. Nerd. Come on. What are you going to get? Oh, neutral corner. Blinkoid. Try for a bit more, because I do want to try... There's some good furniture that can be made, that can be won here. But on the other hand, that and this game is meant to be played for a while, so it can take a solid week or more to get all the tools. Ooh. Yeah, let's see. Because I want to keep the... Actually... Yeah, I'll play for the neutral corner. Because one thing with this game, the storage system was not sophisticated. Like, if you get a cupboard, you can... or a closet or something... Ooh. That hurt. Ouch. What was I talking about? Oh, good thing that the tangent counter is already on 2, because I just forgot. Yeah, sure, the only thing left is the gyroid. Let's just make sure. Oh, right, lockers. But yeah, if you get a closet or locker or something, the only thing you can put in there is like 3 items of stuff that could logically fit in a locker. So no getting like a cooler and putting in a house worth of furniture. There's no storage system. The closest thing is the last thing you can upgrade in your house is a basement, which you can't put in a... it was less last time, so... Oh! Wow. But you can't put in any wallpaper or flooring down in there. So the only thing it's really useful for, unless you're doing a specific basement theme down there, is to store absolutely every piece of rare furniture you don't want to part with, because it's impossible to buy back from Nook's catalog. Which, due to the fact that, as I said before, young and dumb last time I played this, it meant that my basement got filled up with absolutely nothing but garbage in a maze. Like, it was very specific of, you have to push this dresser 3 tiles forward, grab this dresser 2 back, you can slip in and pull this dresser 1 back, and there was rules and a maze to how you went through my basement. Stone tile. Okay. And not for stone tile. See what else there is in this town. Ellie, you inverted Dorito of a dog. Hopper. And he goes on. Oh! Oh, that's really cool. You can give for the Wanderers, Copper will tell you when will come by. So, oh, M. Booker, who is dumb, and the Lost and Found, the tulip table. Yeah, I'll take it. A goal here was always to see if we could get these two to get to the second table. They can't, but it didn't stop me from trying. Stopping by. Yeah, no, Wendell for this game instead of later ones where Sahara was the person who delivered both wallpaper and carpet or flooring. Wendell here is the equivalent for. Nope. Coming. There's the right one. It's the equivalent for wallpaper. Also, there's just something about this game that, like, you can get a lot of good furniture and like make something that looks like an actual home in. I can't actually put that down the way I want to in New Horizons and later ones, but like in this game, if you want the easiest furniture collections to make are making your house full of fruit-themed furniture, making it into an actual boxing ring, or so many other weird and wacky furniture sets. I don't know. I kind of missed that from the newer games. Oh, Pillbug, which can't do anything with because no tools. Hey, Fred, how are you doing, Greenhorn? Anyway, you probably want something, don't you? So is Greenhorn. Yeah, anything? Nope. I was thinking of swapping over to Chibi Robo or maybe back to Zelda, but I kind of like sticking with this one. And not really much to do on account of I don't have any tools, but it's still nice and relaxing. So you couldn't get enough of me, huh? Wow. So what's going on? Wow. What's going on? You know... tutorial. I think the first couple of these are just... Oh! Hello there, second snowball. Oh, and another fossil. There we are. Gotta get this big and hopefully It's always a bit awkward when... Nope. Okay, so if we take this... Ah! Well, it was worth a try. Take our hats off to you, Snowball. We barely knew ye. Always a bit... Oh, I should have just went down. Bit awkward when Snowball you want's on the upper level. I'm just going to collect a couple of these. They sell for absolutely nothing, but should probably talk to Nook about getting my house upgraded off the bat. Conch, white scallop. Nope, still not the money tree. Maybe I need one of the golden tools for that. Maybe. Oh, hey, the Able Sisters. Hi there, come on in. Welcome to the Able Sisters, where you are the famous fashion designer. Yeah, all these Able Sisters are here for are these custom designs. Can't edit them, but you can wear them. Also costs like 500 bells to edit one. If you need help, could you please ask the sales clerk over there? This won't hurt you to be a little friendly once in a while. Don't worry. I feel he is stable. Ew. Another one. You know, this hole's fine here. I'm sure nothing bad will happen with it. No one's going to fall in. Probably. What do you got to say, Alfonso? Explain yourself. You got money? Oh, that's very forward. Look at me. Need flute cakes, so just round up some old stuff and take it to my main raccoon, Nook. Sell it to him. Seriously, that dude will buy... that dude will buy anything, even if you found it right outside the store. To me, what a nut. Oh. I don't even know if it's still there, but... Nope, come on. Oh. Ah, such a fragile thing, the common snowball. Here and gone in nary a moment. Definitely not because I suck at rolling them up. Tutoid. You get lucky with this island in the middle. That's a rare village spawn. Thank you, Bread. Thanks much. I very much appreciate you paying off your house in such a timely manner. You're dynamo, yes? I knew you'd pay it all back, Bread. Never doubted. You're quite responsible for someone your age. And just some punk-ass teenager rolled into town. What happens if I say no thanks? Come now, you're pulling my tail, aren't you? Go on, have a laugh at my expense, you and your jokes. Nobody would be happy living in a house that small. I speak from experience. My first house was a dump. I simply won't take no for an answer, so you'd better get to work. Orange. Okay, maybe there is a little bit to him trapping you in debt. But honestly, if I had a landlord who said, if I paid off my house and they said, hey, too upscale. And they said, hey, your house sucks. Oh. Yeah, I made the right choice not buying that. Your house sucks. I'm going to remodel it, and you don't have to do anything. Like, the payment plan is whenever you feel like. Oh, right, I was going in there to sell stuff. So... yeah, all those. 2,500. That's actually a bit more than I thought you could get from selling seashells. I mean, it's not a lot, but... oh, wait, there was a gyroid in with that. Yeah, I'll buy a couple. There we are. Come on, shovel. On. Yeah, I think for as little as we have to do here, I think I'm gonna call it for tonight. Just a short little stream, something to chill out at the end of what, as I said, for most people was a ridiculous hard week. Yeah, gonna save and quit soon, which I wish they brought this back. The whole a villager saves for you and also does the loading menu for you. It's nice. Although they can't really do it in New Horizons because the loading is tied to what profile you're logged in. Yeah, nope. There we go. Just want to thank everyone for coming along, talking chat. Thank you to Abbott and Costello, Elion, Minatelia, and S&B. Thank you all for coming along. Hope you had fun, and yeah. Maybe catch you next week. It's a little bit up in the air when I'm able to stream with a couple new schedules. Oh, I see now that I forgot to label my followers goal in the corner here. But if we get that up to, I believe, 50, I'm planning on running a Fallout New Vegas challenge run. More on that closer we get to it. Again, hope you all had a fun time, and see you next time.